So now I'm completely focused on trying to guess the password to access the MySQL database. I know there's a MySQL service running on my target and I want to access it because I'm hoping that it contains the credit card information that I'm after. One of the things that we saw earlier in the Hacking with Kali section was how to attack a MySQL database by guessing passwords. And to do that, we used the tool called Hydra. And Hydra is a tool that is used to guess passwords for not only MySQL databases, but also for a number of different services like FTP, SSH, HTTP, and so on. Now, of course, by default, Hydra is installed on Kali. However, I cannot expect it to be installed on my target system. So if I type Hydra, I should expect to get a message that says that the program is not installed. Now, of course, I can go ahead and install it myself. And again, let me re-emphasize this. This is from a bad guy's perspective. In an ethical hacking or penetration testing engagement, you would never do something like this. You would never install a cracking software on your target environment. However, because this is a bad guy's perspective, we really don't care about the system. All we care about is getting our hands on the credit card information. We're going to go ahead and install Hydra. And we've seen how to install software before. We're going to use apt install Hydra and wait for the installation to finish. Once it's finished, I can confirm that Hydra is successfully installed by typing Hydra -H, and that will return the help menu. Now, to use Hydra, I need two things. Actually, I need three things. Well, let's make it four. I need a valid username or usernames. I need a password or a list of passwords. I need the IP address that I'm targeting, and I need the service that I'm targeting. We already have a username. We're assuming it's going to be the root username. And we tried a few passwords that didn't work for us. So now we need to provide Hydra with a password dictionary or a list of possible passwords. We already created one in the previous sections in this course. And if you remember, we called it the worst 50 passwords. So I'm just going to copy this file to the root directory on my Apache server so that I can download it later on from my target environment. So I'll copy the file worst50 onto /var/www/html. I've already started the Apache service before, so I'm just going to double check and make sure that it is still on. And I can do that by typing service, Apache2 and status. And as you can see here highlighted in green, the status of the Apache service, and it says it's active and running. Perfect. So now I can go back to my target environment and I am going to use wget to download the worst50 file from my Kali onto the target system. Once that's done, now I can fire up Hydra to attempt to crack the password for the MySQL service. So I'm going to type Hydra -L, which stands for username, and I'm going to say root, and then -P, which is the option to provide Hydra with the password dictionary, and it's going to be the worst-50, and then I'm going to determine the service, which is the MySQL service, and lastly I need to decide on the target, which in this case is the local host or the home IP address of 127.0.0.1 because I'm attacking a local service. Now I'm ready to let Hydra run, so I hit enter and I'll wait for the result, which comes back fairly quickly with Hydra telling me that it managed to successfully identify the password for the root user on the MySQL service. Brilliant! So now I can actually try and log into the MySQL database, hoping that I'll be able to find the credit card information. So let's see if we are able to get our hands on this information in the next